Some of the sellers on eBay are not particularly noted for their honesty in giving the correct capacity of their batteries, mainly because they want to sell them in preference to the people who are listing similar products. So they just nudge the figures up a little bit, or in this case, quite a large bit. And it's not as bad as it used to be. I found this listing when I went looking for it, which listed a little pack of 4 cells, 2 AA at 3000 mAh and 2 AAA at 1800 mAh for a mere £1.46 shipped. And that's not bad, because they used to sell the AA cells with ridiculous figures. It was almost like as big a number as they could fit in. It was like 100,000 mAh. And you do get, they seem to be playing more sensibly now, because you do get 3000 mAh nickel metal hydride cells, but the more common ones are round about, say this one is 2500 mAh, because they want to make the really high capacity ones, they have to cheat the extra chemistry in and, you know, thin down the separators and nudge the size of the case up a tiny wee bit just to push the limits to get that extra capacity, and that's not what they've done here. Likewise, the AAA, I was under the impression the maximum capacity at the moment is round about 1000 mAh, so 1800 mAh is somewhat generous. It's worth mentioning that things like you get different styles of nickel metal hydride cells, by compromising on the capacity, they can add extra features. The Eneloop is quite notable for that, in that they claim a very high number of charge-discharge cycles, and also the self-discharge of these cells is extremely low, as opposed to, say for instance, this one, which is going more for capacity and doesn't have that sort of low self-discharge feature. However, weight of these is the first clue that there's something amiss. Let's weigh one of the AA's. So here's a 2500 mAh cell. Wait for the scales to stabilize. And it's about 27.5 grams. This 3000 mAh cell weighs 13 grams, so considerably lighter. Let's say I just weigh the Eneloop out of interest. Is it much difference from the... It's close to the original one, the other battery. But it gets a bit worse when you put them on a charger. I put them on a smart charger, and I did a few charge and discharge cycles on them and monitored the capacity in each cycle. And the little cells here, the ones that are supposed to be rated 1800 mAh, came at a staggering 150 mAh. And one of them didn't even make that. One of them actually struggled to make 130 mAh. So even compared to the little batteries you get, you know, supplied in solar lights, these are quite crap. These, however, on the other hand, these 3000 mAh didn't even make a tenth of their rating. I was expecting them to be like the standard solar lantern batteries, where it's roughly 300 mAh or 600 mAh, but these ones came in at 200 mAh. So I wonder how many people buy these. And then, well, obviously you see all the feedback going, oh yes, these batteries are great, big thumbs up and all that. They've obviously not really tested them much. They've probably put them in an appliance and it's started running, and then they've said, oh, that's it, fine then, and they've got super high capacity, and they've not actually considered how long it's actually running for. But yes, so that's the current state. They're still selling the bogus values, but at least they're using sensible figures, albeit that they're well over 10 times the actual capacity of the cells.